Howdy folks, why am I always down below the screen whenever a stream starts? I'm like, hi everyone. I know how to adjust a camera. How's the sound folks, and how are you? Are you well? I've been spending all day editing the Film Chums podcast on the Looney Tunes movie. That's all I've been doing today, if I'm honest. Mainly been focused on that. Oh, and watching season 7 of Adventure Time. So yeah. Where am I in chat? That's a very annoying sound, I'm sorry. Listy Rimsey, I still haven't bought those eggs for you. I really need to start. I don't think anyone's going to know the context, but like, I remember joking about how I ran out of eggs, and we were saying that should be like a donation for eggs on my Twitch. War Eagles. Sorry to hear about England losing yesterday. Played well, but Italy were the better side. If I'm honest, I'm not fussed. I'm not really into football. Yeah, football is not my thing whatsoever. Used to be as a kid, but now. Leslie, nice Rick and Morty shirt. Lub-a-dub-a-dub-dub. Thank you. I've got a couple of these. People keep buying them me. Evan, there's a storm where I live right now. Ooh, I love storms. I really do love storms. Creates a nice little atmosphere. I don't like silence. Storm adds a bit of noise, a bit of ambience to the weather, to the climate. Cameron, I'm going to see Space Jam 2 this weekend. Hope you enjoy it, Cameron. Hi, Joe J. Howdy, Nick. Last week I acquired a glass pen and I've been practicing writing with it. Ooh, a glass pen. That sounds really fancy. Makes me imagine like is it see-through? Is it like a see-through pen? That sounds pretty cool. Evan J. Sims, I saw Black Widow in theatres last Saturday. Awesome. Did you enjoy it? Joe J, what football team do you support? I don't, like I just said, I don't support football. I'm not into it. When I was a kid, I was into Sheffield Wednesday, but that's only because I asked my dad, Are there any blue football teams? Because blue was my favourite colour back then. And he was like, oh, Sheffield Wednesday. So that's how I ended up liking Sheffield Wednesday. But no, I'm not really into football. Football just goes over my head. I've been to one live game. When I was a kid, my dad took me and my brother to a live game of Sheffield United versus Sheffield Wednesday. And I was bored the whole time because it was 0-0 by the end. That was my experience. But yeah, I'm not really into football. Love football movies because there's an actual story there to follow. But when I see actual football, I'm like... it's just people kicking a ball around. And I don't know any of the people kicking the balls. So I'm just I go over my head. If you enjoy football, awesome. Happy for you. But it's just not my cup of tea. I like sports with a bit of entertainment and story, like wrestling. War Eagle. I support Manchester United in football. Cool. I think that was my mum's favourite. I can't remember if she likes Manchester City or Manchester United because I get them mixed up. Cursed. I'm not a fan of storms because it's murder on my sleep whenever I see a flash of bright light and my anxiety goes through the roof. No, I get that. I totally get that. I really do. For me, that's fireworks. I freaking hate fireworks. I really do. It brings out the worst in me. Lister MZ. Yeah, all of my southern friends are getting drowned by rain. Bless. Yeah, it's been a little rainy over here, but not too rainy. Socialist York Study. Sheffield Wednesday was a cursed team in my experience as a kid. People hated it. They did. You have no idea. I kept it secret that I liked Sheffield Wednesday in Sheffield. Like, everyone loves Sheffield United and everyone hates Sheffield Wednesday. And again, the only reason I supported Wednesday was because they were blue. the child logic. War Eagle. I like fireworks. Awesome if you do like fireworks. They're not for me. I like looking at them. But that's something that taps into my personal anxiety. The idea of, like, it creates a sense of anticipation, but doesn't say when it's going to bang. That freaks me the hell out. And the other thing I don't like about fireworks is just when you hear a firework, but you don't know where it is. And this kind of taps into, like, an experience that I had that really left a bit of a scar on me. After college one time, I was waiting around outside my college, and a bunch of like rowdy teens came right up to me and fired a firework. I'm not kidding. I just ran. I ran to the nearest pub. So yeah, don't like fireworks. Okay, in today's stream, we're going to be talking about my personal top 5 Pixar songs. Evan, which are scarier to you, fireworks or horror movie jump scares? Fireworks, because they're real. And again, that I nearly had one shot at me, and fireworks are very, 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 very dangerous. Okay, so we're going to, top 5 Pixar songs. So, let me begin with my number 5. What could my number 5 be? Well, it is Song of Mordu from Brave. Yes, this is technically a villain song, but the villain doesn't actually sing it. Instead, it's a Celtic ballad performed by King Fergus. It's a great way to develop the movie's antagonist, who won't appear right until the end. It generally sounds like a real campfire folk song that Scottish people sang during the 10th century together. A real favourite for those who wanted to get a crowd singing along. Even though it's a villain song, it's still got this hop and bounce to its rhythm, plus Billy Connolly performs it with a prideful glee, almost like he's laughing in the face of this mythical bear that everyone else fears. It's awesome. So yeah, what does everyone think of Song of Mordu from Brave? Thank you for following. I can't the title on top. Team NT. Oh, Team NT 2105. Thank you for following. The bear doesn't sing it, like I just said. King Fergus sings it, and that's what makes it so unique. Evan, when does this song happen in the movie? I can't really remember. When I was doing this, I was just going through all the Pixar songs and just seeing which ones I liked. I can't remember exactly where this happens in the film. I can't remember how long it is either. I think it's a bit short. Jojo, oh, that's a good choice. Nick, oh, it's alright. I don't really care for Brave, but the Song of Mordu was okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Brave, but like this song really stuck out to me. Lisa Rimsey, I honestly can't remember this song, but Billy Connolly is a good musician, so I can imagine it's fun. Billy is a big reason why it's so fun. Hey, Don Blue. Cooper Dude, that's what TV Tropes calls a villain suck song. Another example being You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Ah, so there's a trope for that one. I do like this kind of song. Because I really like villains where you don't see them until later, and the characters are talking about them, and it really hypes them up. And it's like, oh, you don't want to mess with them, or don't go to where they live, or they're really scary, or you better avoid them. I love those kinds of villains. They get you really excited for them, especially when it pays off. Like when you finally see the villain, and like the camera pans up, or the villain comes out of the shadows. I like that. I like that a lot. And Song of Mordu has that kind of it's that kind of tool within the storytelling. Senfutu, I don't remember this song. Evan, would you still consider Brave #2 worst Pixar movie? I don't know, because I've not rewatched Brave since I did that countdown. Again, this is just about songs. It's just about the songs. What I like about the songs. Raj 190205, decent song, but I don't care for Brave. Social Study, I've seen Brave once and I can barely remember it. I include in this song. Don Bluth, Brave is not the best, but I like the atmosphere of medieval Scotland. This is interesting because a lot of people are like, about this song, which is it's kind of a shame, because it is, I think, out of all the songs I listened to from Pixar in research for this, because I didn't have time to watch all of the films. This song just stood out. It just really stood out from all the others. I was like, wow, this is so different to all the other songs I'm hearing from the Pixar catalogue. It's really unique. Sora, I don't remember this song at all. I'll need to re-listen to it. It's definitely worth listening to. It really is. Definitely worth giving a re-listen. But I kind of just, I like songs in general like this, where it's a bunch of people getting a bit rowdy and like singing together and Maybe it's the Boy Scout in me, because yes, I used to be in Scouts, but I like those kind of songs, and it's why I like pirate songs, and it has that kind of feel. So I don't think anyone's got stuff to add to Song of Mordu. I was kind of expecting that, because this is one of the more obscure Pixar songs, but I kind of hope that me pointing out that it exists in Brave gives it a bit more attention. Curse, the world's greatest criminal is almost like an anti-villain song, because everyone that's singing it in that song has to avoid saying anything bad about him. True. Right, so yeah, I don't think anyone wants to add anything to this one, to probably one of my more obscure choices. So, what is my number 4? What could my number 4 be for top 5 Pixar songs? Well, it is Remember Me from Coco. This beautiful Mexican-inspired song is a fantastic part of Coco's storytelling. The film uses this song for a lot of scenes, but it never gets old or repetitive, because its context changes every time you hear it. It could be a pop star's most famous song, a son's cry for his supposed father, a dad's lullaby for his daughter, and a grandson's attempt to help his senile grandmother regain her memories. It takes a really well written song for it to be this versatile. It's a song that could be shaped into so many different contexts, giving it dimension and layers beyond what it's first introduced as. I love every version of the song too, no matter which character is singing it, because everyone sings it so wonderfully. So, what does everyone think of Remember Me? Very emotional. Now you're all talking! Leslie, definitely a classic. War Eagle, I love that movie, so emotional. Leslie still makes me cry. Oh yeah, it's the last one. The last version gets me crying. It's the most emotional one, and the last one's not just emotional because of its context, but also because we've gone through the different versions of this song, and it's built up its layers, so it's just become deeper and deeper as it's gotten to the last version. Evan, yep, that song won the Oscar for Best Original Song that year. Yep, not surprised. Don Bluth, this song is very reflective. It is, definitely, yeah. Listen and see, that'd be my number 1, tied with another song, which I won't say because I'm curious if it makes the list. Social Study, so like a lame motif. Yes. Raj, now that's more like it. Joe J, such an emotional song. Evan, I think part of the reason why the song is versatile is because it has very simple lyrics. Yeah, they're simple, but they're still very sincere at the same time. Senfuto, I think this should have been number 3. Why is it so low? You'll see why. I'm happy with it being at 4. I honestly am. Nick, Remember is a beautiful melody with a very touching context that really pulls on your heartstrings. Easily one of Pixar's finest songs. Okay, we've got a highlighted comment saying from Chame saying, "Do you know this chicken was in Coco? I hate chickens." Okay. Raj, Coco isn't one of my favorite Pixar films, but it's still pretty good. Don Blue, actually, my school played this song on Remembrance Day. So sad. Wow, yeah. So, like I was saying, versatile. You can apply it to so many different scenarios, including Remembrance Day. War Eagle. Also, never saw this in cinemas. I was planning on seeing it, but forgot to. Definitely check it out. So yeah, anyone else want to add something to Remember Me from Coco? Anything at all? Social Done. I've never heard of this film. Go and check it. There's a lot of people in this chat so far that's been like, what? Coco? I've never seen Coco. Check out Coco. Definitely encourage people to check out Coco. So yeah, anything else people want to add to Remember Me from Coco? And just I like all the songs in Coco. I really do. There's a lot of good songs in Coco. I mean, technically, you could say that Coco is the closest that Pixar's come to musicals. Because when Pixar started, they were like, look, the main thing we want to do is be different to Disney, so we're not going to make musicals. And every time they would have like just a background song. But I think Coco's come the closest to being a Pixar musical. But someone may disagree with me, might point another one out. So Shulk's Daddy, I've never heard... Oh yeah, I've just read that. Lisa Rimsey, I listen to the soundtrack a lot. Oh, fantastic. Raj, I agree. Warrior Eagle, Poco Loco is an amazing song. It is. It was so close to being on this list. I really love it. It's so catchy, and it just sticks with you, and like the way that kid sings some of the higher notes, like, oh, so good. Okay, Cameron, I remember the that's gonna be a bit of a tongue twister now. Cameron, I remember the Remember Me scene making me cry. I remember I remember that. It was a Raj, so catchy and positive. Yeah, I think in every version it does have like has a positivity to it in the context of why it's being sung. Okay, so let's move on to my choice for number 3. What is my number 3? It is You've Got a Friend in Me from the Toy Story films. How could I not include this song in this list? It'd be criminal to not put it on my top 5. It's an iconic Randy Newman track that perfectly embodies the spirit of the Toy Story movies. That being the theme of friendship, whether that means the bond between Woody and Buzz, the camaraderie between the community of toys, or a child's love for their toys. It's a simple, cheery song with a lounge jazz feel, but that's the beauty and craft of it. It's a very sincere number that celebrates the strength of friendship and how the best of our friends are always there for us. Not only is it a song that's deeply tied to the Toy Story franchise, but it's also part of Pixar's identity and perhaps the most famous Randy Newman song in the world. I cannot understate its cultural importance in entertainment. So, what does everyone think of You've Got a Friend in Me? Sorry goes, yes! War Eagle, my favourite song from a Pixar film. Don't blame me, it's a great song. Leslie, a song for the ages. Yeah, it's very timeless, it really is timeless. Raj, you are a toy! G-Crobat, I came late again. Oh, don't worry about it. Koopadoo, basically official Toy Story theme song. It is, and I think it is included in all 4 films in some way. There's a lot of Toy Story quotes in chat now. Crimson, this one is number 3 for me as well. One of the best. It really is. Jojo, you can't have a Pixar song list if you can't include this one. It had to be somewhere. Evan, how does this song represent Pixar in a nutshell? It's hard to really say. It's not, you can't really describe what it is. It's just when you play this song, you think of Pixar. You really do. It just comes to mind, especially when you think of the roots and history of Pixar, how it started. Like there wouldn't be like the Pixar that we know without Toy Story, and Toy Story was the film that introduced You've Got a Friend in Me. So yeah, it's not that complicated. Where am I in chat? Cameron, I love You Got a Friend of Me. Toy Story is definitely a movie that gets better as you grow up. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Lister MZ, I do love the song, but Family Guy ruined every Newman song for me because all I can hear is red-headed lady reaching for an apple. Okay, whenever I hear him sing. Senfuto, the song is the heart of Pixar. It really is. Because when you think, another reason why You've Got a Friend of Me is a good kind of like song to attach to the Pixar identity is because if you look at all their films, they have friendship in them in some way. Like, it's part of the Pixar movie formula, because most Pixar movies are buddy movies. So, yeah. Raj, I often sing this song occasionally. I think I do too as well. But I tend to sing Strange Things more often. And Strange Things did come very close to being my top 5. Saw a star. One time when I was DJing at work at 1 AM, this dad comes up to the DJ booth with his son and asks me to play the Toy Story song. Bear in mind, all the music leading up to this point was heavy bass dance music. Of course, I played it. Yes! You played it. Brilliant. You should have given like a heavy bass dance remix, like an EDM remix or something. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Right, cursed. Even with the 4th Toy Story, they knew they couldn't start it without including the great song. Yep. Don't believe this song is a part of Pixar. Yeah, we've gone through that. G-Crobat, I watched the Google Translator version of it, and it's basically, you're not a friend. So short steady. I like it, but I have gone with some gone with some of Randy Newman's other Toy Story songs. I like I said, Strange Things was very, very close, but it just didn't feel right to not put You've Got a Friend in Me in this list. Cameron, I like that in Toy Story 3 when it plays You've Got a Friend in Me, it ends with a friendship will never die. Yeah. And I really like the Spanish version in Toy Story 3. It's really nice. It's a great way to end the film because it's just so happy. Raj, I also like We Belong Together in Toy Story 3. I do as well. I definitely do, but like, I think I prefer. I don't know. I don't want to rank it for the Randy Newman songs. Don't believe the song's a cornerstone. Of course, Toy Story will forever be Pixar's best and most famous movie. So Shorks Daddy, I'd have went with Strange Things personally. See, I'm telling you, I was close. I was definitely close. That's the hard thing about top 5s is that that's the thing you have to remember is that when I do a top 5, I'm not saying that all other songs that didn't get included is automatically bad. Nick, this is my number 1 favourite Pixar song. All 4 Toy Story films tied are my number 1 favourite Pixar movies, as well as my number 1 favourite movies of all time, above The Incredibles and The Muppet Movie. It's an iconic as the main theme of Star Wars, it's pleasant to listen to, and it captures the essence of Toy Story in a superb way. Well put. Raj, how about Woody's Roundup? Oh, it's catchy and cute, but I wouldn't put it in my top 5. War Eagle, the version of the song from Toy Story 2 is so good. Yeah, it adds a bit more. Definitely, yeah. Evan, you just wrecked my car, you just wrecked my car, the toys are talking and you lost your mind, you just wrecked my car. I can't remember where that's from, sorry. Raj, I know Cars isn't the best Pixar content, but oh my god, the first movie's songs are phenomenal. We'll get to everyone else's favourites at the end of the stream. Don't believe... God bless Randy Newman, he's a legend. Yeah, I've definitely come to appreciate him. I have. I heard he's not a very nice guy, though. I've heard he's a bit of a knob. Cameron, did Randy Newman write When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2? I can't remember what his involvement was with it, if I'm honest. Don't believe Toy Story 2 is my favourite. Ditto. Lister Rimsey, I think so. Evan, it's from How It Should Have Ended, the How It Should Have Ended episode of Toy Story 3. I don't really watch How It Should Have Ended that often, if I'm honest. G-Crobat, I remember the original version. So it's worth checking out other versions of the song, because like they played around with it and did different things with it. Okay, right, I think we've spent enough time on You've Got a Friend in Me, so let's move on to my number 2. What is my number 2? Well, it is When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. This classic song is one of the most emotional parts of Toy Story 2, one of the many, many reasons why Toy Story 2 is my favourite Pixar film. It's a montage number that plays while Jessie recalls the time she spent being a child's toy, and how she became forgotten as the times changed. There's a nostalgia to the whole song, and the visuals that go with it too. It's all tinted with this glaze of innocence that comes with childhood memories. But at the same time, there's a sad, haunting tragedy to the whole sequence that breaks your heart. We're not just watching a friendship fall apart, we're also seeing a toy slowly become a relic of her time as dusk gathers and her smile fades. I also like how Toy Story 3 adds a dark undertone to the song when you revisit Toy Story 2, because Jessie's abandonment is eerily similar to Lotso's, and there was always a chance that Jessie could have gone rogue after being forgotten. Like Lotso, there was that chance. She had the opportunity. So yeah, there's something adds a bit of edge to the song now. It makes it more complex and deep. So yes, what does everyone else think of? You've got a friend. Sorry, you've got a friend. When She Loved Me. Sorry, I was reading the other one. War Eagle made me cry as a child. Yeah, it's very emotional. Leslie, another emotional song. Yep. Lisa Ramsey, yeah, this is the song I'd have tied in first. I'm a sucker for abandonment issues. Oh, bless you. Sora Star, cry. Oh, Raj, really heartwarming song that even Tom Hanks cried. Poor guy. Yeah, because originally Toy Story 2 was going to be straight to video. But then when they showed When She Loved Me to Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, they cried, and Pixar, I think it was Pixar or Disney, was like, right, this has to be cinema release. This has to be cinema released. It's too good for straight to video. Social Silk Study, F yes, yep. Evan J. Sims, Sarah McLachlan was perfect casting, totally. Joe J. Jumping from one Toy Story song to the next, yes. Senfusuto, the saddest ballad I've ever heard in any movie. Aww. Cameron, this scene I feel like is the first sad Pixar scene. I mean, yes, when Buzz realizes he's a toy is sad, but nothing compared to this scene. Yes. I Will Go Sailing No More came close to being on my top 5 as well. That is, I love that sequence in general, I really do. Evan, Lotso wasn't forgotten, he was just replaced. He was technically forgotten as well, though, as part of being neglected. Cameron, it's a theory that Andy's mum is Emily, Jessie's Oma. I could possibly see that, maybe. Especially when Andy's mum doesn't seem to have the same kind of connection with toys that Andy does, but I don't know if that's a fair comparison to make, because she's grown up now, I don't know. Cooper Dude, and here come the waterworks, but I guess Sarah Coughlin has that effect on people. Don Blue. Oh yeah, after seeing Jessie abandon and seeing her owner go, I can understand why she was a bit frisky towards Woody going home. Yeah. Cursed. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Oh, great. Now my room's flooded with my tears. Oh. Raj, the experience traumatized Jessie so much that she suffered from claustrophobia, though this was conquered in Toy Story of Terror. Yes, that's one of the best things about Toy Story of Terror. People need to watch Toy Story of Terror, by the way. It's really, really good. It's one of the best Halloween specials ever made. Nick, I have stated Toy Story 2 is my favourite chapter in the series. When She Loved Me is one of the many reasons why. It's so heartbreaking seeing what Jessie went through, and really works within the context of the movie. Yes. Evan, yesterday my family watched Toy Story 3 on Disney+. Ooh, hope you had fun. Social Work Study, I never appreciated this as a kid, but it makes me cry now. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I feel like it gets me more emotional nowadays than it did for me as a kid. Let's move this. Hang on. Watch the knee move. It's moving! Oh, it's like a train! There it goes. I don't know why Streamlabs doesn't do it for me. Don Blue. I always thought she was Woody's love interest. No, they ended up tying together Woody with I was going to say Woody with Buzz. No, but they end up tying Buzz with Jessie. So yeah, anything else people want to share about When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2? Raj, though Toy Story 2 is my least favourite film in the trilogy, there is no fourth movie, lol, I don't know why you said that, it's the one I have the most nostalgia for. Cameron, as a kid, I didn't understand it, but now you can relate to it. Yeah, I think it's because it is very much an adult song. It, like I said before, it's very nostalgic, and it's very much about looking back on your childhood and how you treated your toys. And I don't think you really process or face out those kinds of feelings when you're a kid because you're so busy playing with your toys and your own little world. But once you grow up, you have that I don't know what the word is, capacity or freedom to kind of like have those feelings. G-Crab, I need to rewatch Toy Story 2 since it's a Toy Story I remember the least. I think we're kind of done with this one, so let's move on to my number one. So before I announce my number one pick, because I've just gone through quite a lot of solid classics right there, it's gonna be tough for you to guess what is my number one favorite Pixar song. Which one do you think it could be? Evan, Life is a Highway from Cars. Any other guesses, anyone? Any guesses at all? I like to have a bit of anticipation before. I already said Remember Me for fourth place. G-Crab. Social Rock Study, Time of Your Life. Crimson, Le Festin, Life is a Highway, Married Life. Liz Rimsey, Have You Been Sneaky and Gone for an Instrumental? No. No instrumentals, no. Cooper 2, The Triple Dent Comes. That'd be the biggest FU to every Pixar fan. I've just gone through some of the biggest classics, and I'm like, The Triple Dent Gum song is my number one favorite! Yay! So, my number one favorite Pixar song is Down to Earth from WALL-E. Out of every Pixar song, this is the one that I love to listen to the most. It's not just my favorite Pixar song, it's one of my favorite end credit songs too. There's a spiritual magic and ethereal charm to Peter Gabriel's songs. He composes these kinds of enchanting rhythms and sounds that fit an outer space love story. But what I love the most about this song is how it captures the feeling of the movie's ending. A great end credit song sums up the audience's emotions once a movie finishes, and Down to Earth nails that for me. It's an inspirational and celebrational song about humanity's return to Earth. The ship no longer has a hold on humankind's lives. They can walk again. Humans can walk again and be free. Capitalism's grip is over. Auto's cold programming is dead, and planet Earth is being given a second chance to thrive again. What else better speaks for these emotions than Peter Gabriel's glorious vocals, an uplifting choir singing in joy, and the thumping, marching drums? It might not be everyone's first pick for the best Pixar song, but it's mine. And I can't applaud it enough for its contribution to WALL-E. So yeah, what does everyone think of Down to... That was the wrong one. Down to Earth. Don't believe, yeah, I got it. Leslie, even though it happens in the credits, yes, it's technically a song though. It's a song. It doesn't have to be a musical number. I've already done a lot of background songs, so I don't see any problem with doing like an end credit song. Flip, where am I? Social Work Study, I don't remember the song, even though I've seen WALL-E. Raj, I agree. List Rimsey, sorry, I really don't know the song. I usually switch off the moment the credits start, unless I'm voice actor hunting. That's one of the reasons why I'm planning to do a video about end credits of movies and how I want them to be appreciated more. Because you can find some really great songs in credits that really add a bit more to your film experience. Like, even though it says the end, afterwards there could be there's a moth flying around now. Sorry. It's attracted to my computer screen. Don't know where it came from. Bloody summer. Damn it, got lost then. So yeah, I feel like a lot of end credits add a bit more to your film experience if you stay a bit long, because not only can you notice, like, people's names and give them a bit more recognition, but you also hear these songs that, like, extend on your experience. You know, like, yeah, that song reminds me of how I felt throughout that film. I like that. And that's why I want to do a video about end credit songs. Sorostar, I need to re-listen to that one too because I don't remember it either. That's fine. That's one of the reasons I like doing top fives in general, is to like highlight underrated things. Evan, do you have the soundtrack of WALL-E? No, I'm afraid not. Don Blue, it's fine. Nick, I don't remember it too well because I've never really listened to it very closely, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. I'll take your word for it on what makes it what it is. G-Crobat, I don't listen to the whole song. Didn't listen to the whole song since I usually don't watch end credits. Social Yorks Daddy, capitalism's grip is over as the four words to seduce my instantly. I totally get you. War Eagle, my favorite end credits song from movie Monster Remix is from movie is Monster Remix from Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, if anyone has their favorite end credit song, let me know. I love end credit songs. I love them, especially if they're an end credit song where you're like, yeah, that added to the film experience. Don't believe the art of end credits is fading away sadly. Yes. Yeah, it's something I will be covering it. I'll definitely be covering it. Most people tend to remember opening credits for films. Where am I in chat? Raj, I'm listening to the song now and I can see why you like it. Though, truth be told, I've only seen WALL-E once and didn't like it that much. If you don't like WALL-E, the song might not impact you as much, maybe. Don't know. Listen, I do watch end credits sometimes. I like the end credits to Red Shoes. Ooh. Joe J. USA is playing this song when Biners E. I don't know what that's a reference to, sorry. G. Crowback. I love the end credit song from Godzilla King of Monsters. Ooh. Evan J. Sims. Take You to Rio from the credits of Rio is my favourite. Crimson, hard to disagree, to be honest, Evan. Also, Raj, you should definitely rewatch it. Great movie. Nick, I'd say my favourite end credits Pixar song is If I Didn't Have You from Monsters, Inc. Warrior Eagle, the end credits to the 2017 My Little Pony movie is amazing. I really like end credits where they show all the actors that were in the film. And like they have like a freeze frame of the actor and the name comes on screen. It's one of my favourite things. It's something I want to do in my future films. But yeah, Down to Earth is awesome. Go listen to it. Even if you're not going to check out WALL-E, go listen to this song. Because Peter Gabriel's amazing and one of the best British singers to ever live. I'd go for this. So go listen to a Peter Gabriel album. He's freaking brilliant. He's one of my top favourite singers. Like, the kind of songs he can come out with is just so far out there, and just the way he plays with what music can sound like in the mainstream is brilliant. Raj, I'm telling Will from Brio. Sora, Anastasia's At the Beginning is a nice end credit song, and so is I'm on My Way from Barbie Princess and the Pauper end credits. Ooh. Nick, my overall favourite end credit song is Ocean Man from the SpongeBob movie. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I also like the end credit song for Sponge Out of Water, which is also used for the time travel sequences. Curse, Chicago has my favourite end credits ever. Don Blue, the end credits of the Lego Movie was amazing. I think I preferred the end credits to Lego Movie Part 2 because it was about the end credits. So good, so good. Oh, and it was done by Lonely Island and Robin, some of my favourite acts. G-Crobat, I also loved Shrek 2 end credits song. Do not get me started on Shrek end credits. They're so good. When I do my video on the art of end credits, I'm mainly going to talk about the Shrek end credits. Each of them are just brilliant. They're brilliant. You got the storybook kind of style for the first film, which also has some really good tracks at the end. It Is You I Have Loved all along. And they got Shrek 2, where they have like a different version of I Need a Hero, and you've got that great trope that I love that I said before, where it's freeze frame. You got Shrek 3 that has really clever kinds of like animation going off, with all the babies. So yeah, the Shrek films have nailed the art of end credits. Jason's Peter Gabriel is better than Coldplay. Oh yeah, I'd say that definitely, but I'm just not a Coldplay fan at all. I think Peter Gabriel is like one of the best. Raj, way back when, from Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Oh, it's a good one. Don Bluth. Imagine having Wally as your robot to do your chores. Ooh, no, I feel bad. Unless he enjoys doing the chores. He probably does, though. Raj, look through my eyes from Brother Bear and Ocean Man Rocks. Raj, and find yourself from Cars. Don Bluth, Wolf Walker's end credits song was incredible. Yes, definitely, yeah. Listen, Rumsey, Reach for the Light at the end of Balto is so 90s pop ballad. Yes, that's something I'm definitely going to cover in my end credits video. It's just, I love 90s, 80s ballad songs at the end of a film. Especially when they're really relaxed and like, Don Bluth, Wolf Run Free was cool. Raj, how about Rocking the Suburbs from Over the Hedge? I don't remember what that sounds like, sorry. Anyway, so before I head off, I'd like you all to let me know, what is your number one favourite Pixar song? Number one, just number one, and why? Not top five, because we can't go through everyone's top five, just everyone's number one favourite. War Eagle, Life is a Highway. Sora, oh my god, also the version of Love Led Us Here from the end of Muppet Treasure Island. Oh, yes, definitely, yeah. I kind of like when you go through it like a silly comedy that has a bit of heart to it, and at the end it has like a really kind of sentimental, emotional song. I kind of like that. A good example would be Emperor's New Groove, My Funny Friend and Me. Like, that song, while it doesn't go with like the feel of the film, it definitely makes you feel emotional, makes you feel like, yeah, that film was about friendship. Aww. Sora Star. Oh, I think I read that. Sora, my number one is Le Festin from Ratatouille. I love that song. War Eagle agrees. Cursed, Proud Corazon from Coco is my favourite Pixar song. There's something so inspiring and uplifting about its theme of familial love that will always live on forever. It just gets me deep in feelings, man. Oh, bless. G-Crow Bad, remember me because me and my mum almost cried in the face, and oh, bless. Lissy Rimsey, definitely still a tie between When She Loved Me and Remember Me, but I prefer the Spanish version. Ooh, I like to listen to the Spanish version of Remember Me, actually. Social Study, I Will Go Sailing No More. Oh, I love it so much. But mainly because I love that scene. I really love that scene. My favourite aspects of the Toy Story films is the existential side, so, like, that song just hits me. Evan, same as War Eagle because it has some of the best vocals I've ever heard. Good reason. Don Blue, Life is a Highway from Cars because when I was small, whenever I heard that song, I got hyped and it was one of my favourite movies. Oh, bless, that's cute. Raj, I'd say We Belong Together is my favourite Pixar song. Yes, I think a good thing about We Belong Together is that it sounds like a slightly modernized version of You've Got a Friend in Me. Sounds like an update of it without taking anything away from You've Got a Friend in Me. And my Streamlabs software is just frozen. Oh no, it stopped. Howdy Zelda. Jigger about, especially when Miguel sang the song to Coco. Yes. Lister Rimsey, that kid has pipes. Oh, if you talk about Miguel, then yeah, definitely. So Short Daddy. Also, I recently. Also, I realised recently that Toy Story 1 has extremely PG body horror. It does? Remind me which bits. Raj, here's a link to Rocking the Suburbs if you'd like to listen. Nick, I'd already said You've Got a Friend in Me is my number one, but all the other songs in the movies are great too, and I really cannot stress enough or find the right words to express how much of a Toy Story fanatic I am. Wow. These movies have been the biggest part of my childhood, and I've really grown to appreciate them more and more up to this point. A big part of that is due to Woody being my number one favourite character of all time. Woody's a good character to grow up with, because he grows with the audience. Don Bluth. Songs in animated films nowadays are not that great. They just get a random famous song from a celebrity. Not always. There's been some original songs now and again for some animated films. I mean, look at, like I said, Elm of Lego Part 2. That had some decent original songs. Yeah, they're still going. They've not vanished. Raj, I also love the sentimental feeling of the Cars movies. Essentially, Shark Study, all the toys Sid takes apart and puts back together in weird combinations. Oh yeah, duh! How did I forget that? That's cool. That is body horror technically. That's like kids' first body horror. Cronenberg Jr. So yeah. Anyone else want to say what their number one favorite Pixar song is and why? Let me know in chat. And I think We Belong Together has been stuck in my head the most throughout the stream. What song's been stuck in your head throughout the stream? Lister Rimsey, Spider Baby from Toy Story still scares me. I don't remember him scaring me. I think I remember him finding him cute, but I found all sorts of... I just liked weird things. I was such a strange kid that I created a company called Weirdo Inc. when I was making projects, it was called Weirdo Inc. And then when I became a teenager and got into my goth phase, it was like goth something or other. I don't know if anyone else has got to add anything to add. Don Bluth, Life is a Highway was stuck in my head. Ooh, it's getting stuck in my head because it's been the answer for a lot of people's favourite ones. Okay, I'm guessing no one's got anything else to add. So I'm gonna head off. I've got a few things to do. If I get time, I'm gonna carry on my podcast on the Looney Tunes movies, and that podcast should hopefully be up on Wednesday. Fingers crossed. And if I get time, I'm hopefully going to be doing a top 5 Looney Tunes movies video as well. The quiz for this week, for anyone interested, is Disney Renaissance films, and that'll be Wednesday, 8 PM on my Twitch, so look out for that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Really do. That's my main concern with all these streams, is that you're entertained, that you have a good time, that you have fun. I hope you're well. Hope you're smiling. Hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is